What's up, guys? So I'm tired at the moment. It's been a long week for me, as you can tell, I'm sure, if you've seen the videos that I've been uploading. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys over the weekend here because I promised it a little while ago and it's been kind of dragging behind, and it is the MAME media finally. I also promised my room tour, and I finally did that. If you haven't checked that out and you want to see what the room looks like in as much detail as I could provide, because I was tired yesterday when I did that as well, then that's on my channel. Feel free to check that out. It was in 2 parts. My previous room tour was like 2.5 years ago, and I was able to do it in 30 minutes. This time it took me a little bit over an hour. So I think that's a sign I need to slow down on buying the toys. I don't know. Or maybe 2 years from now it'll take 2 hours. So anyways, today I will be providing the the console artwork. So I finally finished editing all the artwork for the consoles. I needed to make it transparent images, and it's kind of crude in some parts, but when you have it, I'm no expert at art, so when you have it in the Hyperspin setup, it looks good. You know, some of these a little bit crude, but you know, I did the best I could. I think it looks good for the most part whenever you're browsing, and some of them were really difficult, some of them were really easy, but the important thing is that they are all, I don't know the word for it, cut from frame. They're all PNG format with the transparency. Making a video for YouTube and getting a comment for YouTube at the same time. So they're all made with the transparency now. So it looks a whole lot better in Hyperspin than having random backgrounds, random stuff around the pictures and such. It looks fantastic in my opinion. So I have that done for all of the consoles. So I'll be providing all the artwork for the consoles, which is let's see, I will highlight exactly what is in that console folder. Actually, that's in there, and that's in there. So boom, that's everything you get. Everything but MAME is in. It's in the console artwork download, and you'll find that link at the bottom in the description. So there's one download, and then as far as MAME goes, all of the items for MAME will be grouped into their separate categories, which means MAME horizontal and MAME vertical. And as I explained in my previous Hyperspin experience video, I separated, in my setup I have the horizontal games separate from the vertical, and they run off 2 different MAME setups. And I do that for a lot of different reasons, for HLSL and for easier tracking of the artwork for vertical games such as bezels and such. So I could have joined the folders together and just made one MAME media folder, but as I stated in the other video, I didn't want to do that because it's easier to just put them together yourself than to have to take them apart yourself. So I will I have already uploaded them separate, and you can just download both, and if you don't need them separate, just put them together. That's all. It's pretty simple. But there will be that 1 or 2 people that need it separate, and if I put it together and upload it, they're going to be stuck trying to separate everything, and it's pretty difficult to do. Not difficult, but time consuming to do. So here's what you get in each one. Each one is the same thing for the games that are in that particular folder. So MAME vertical games will have so let's say MAME 2 is my MAME vertical, so they'll have their artwork and they'll have their backgrounds. They will have their I have no bezels in there. I don't believe I do. I might have included the bezels, but I don't think so, because I already included that in the previous download in another video, and I haven't changed them at all, so I don't think I did. So you get your backgrounds, your fade images, your artwork, the guides, magazines, maps, let's see, music, and videos. So these folders right here are what's included with the horizontal media, the MAME horizontal media folder. Now when you get the MAME vertical media, it will not have videos, it will not have magazines, it will not, yeah, that's it. It'll have, I don't think it'll have artwork, because, yeah, it will have to. So these are what's included with the MAME vertical. And remember, just the media for the games that are vertical are in those folders, and just the media for the games that are horizontal are in the horizontal download. I don't remember how large the download is. I think all of it together is about 48 gigabytes or something like that total. So it's quite a bit of media, but it does cover about 1,200 games total. There's over 900 soundtracks. There's artwork for the majority of the games. There is, you know, backgrounds for every single game as far as I know, unless I missed one or two. Guides, move list guides, things like that. So and some pretty good videos in there. Pretty good videos. I won't say what they are, but there's pretty good videos. Also, so that's going to be in the upload today. Your download, my upload. And it's already uploaded. As soon as I get this video up, I'll put the links in the description, and you can feel free to grab those. Now, a couple things I want to talk about. The first one is I've had some people talk about Megaupload and how there's issues with Megaupload and how sometimes they get corrupt files, or sometimes their download's not working, things like that. Okay, so I don't have a membership for Megaupload. The only way that I'm able to upload things is to create more than one email. Let's put it that way. So I'm limited to 50 gigabytes per email, unless I get a membership. And right now, I really can't afford to spend a membership towards this. Let's put it that way. I mean, I can't. I could, but I'd have to convince the significant other, and I don't think that'll work. So if I make money from my videos eventually, it's gonna go right back in, and I'll get a Megaupload subscription. So that's pretty much how it's gonna work. I'm not asking anybody for money, don't get me wrong. I'm not doing that. I never will. If you want to donate, you can donate. I have a PayPal donate on the front page. I think it is on my page. If you want to donate so that I can get a membership and upload everything into one slot, and it'll increase the download limit and all that, by all means, I'd be thankful. But I'm not going to expect it. So but the deal is, you have a certain amount of you have a data cap with Megaupload. So when you've reached the limit, let's say 3 people want to download a 10 gigabyte file. Well, the limit is 10 gigs an hour. So those 3 people are only, if they're downloading at the same time, they're only going to get like 3.3 gigabytes each, depending on their net speed. But let's say their net speed is exactly the same. They're only going to get 3.3 gigabytes each in that hour, no matter what they do. And it's going to stop. It's going to pause, or it's going to 404 your web browser, or whatever it's going to do, but it's going to stop downloading, and whatever you were currently downloading will error out and it won't download, so you'll have to re-download it later. Now, that's not a huge problem if there's only one person downloading now, and then one person downloading a few days from now, one person downloading a few days later, and I believe that's what's been happening. And those couple people that have had issues with Megaupload, you're downloading at the same time as someone else. It's that simple, and there's no way around it for me. So, I apologize. It's the only way I can do it. I mean, alright, so the second thing is, I had a suggestion from somebody in the comments to try out Hyperspin's FTP site. And I am a member to Hyperspin. I did pay the money, and I am also a member to Emu Movies, or Emu, or whatever, MU Movies. I am a member to both. A paid member, full paid. I can access their FTPs. I can upload to FTPs. But here's the thing. I would do it to Emu Movies, but I don't think that they'll let me upload RocketLauncher stuff. I might be mistaken, but I don't think that they would want that much, especially since I have 350 gigabytes of it. I'm not sure that would fly with them. I don't know how DJVJ is with the Emu Movie site. I believe he's okay with that. I don't know the whole situation with that, so I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But Hyperspin's FTP, sorry. Those people that support Hyperspin, I'm glad you love the program. I loved the program for a long time, and I've said this before in another video. I have issues with Hyperspin because I will be moving to BigBox as soon as they finish working on their whole marquee setup, so that I can do what I do now with the marquee with BigBox. I will be moving away from Hyperspin because of a couple of simple things. Number one, they are still collecting membership fees. And number two, there is no updates to their program. They have bugs, they have issues, there are a lot of complaints, and they are not updating their program. They took a beta release and released it as a full release, and that does not sit well with me. So I don't want to take anything that I'm working on and give it to their FTP so they can make money from people to download it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Why would I support them if they're not supporting me? I've had an issue with the flash player in my Hyperspin for a while now, and I found a workaround for it, and I don't even want to ask because I know I won't get an answer. You know who answers the questions around there? You know who solves the problems? The community. Not the developers. The community does. It's all a community-driven website now, Hyperspin. The developers have almost abandoned it. Yet the developers collect that check. And that, like I said, that doesn't sit well with me. So I will never upload anything to Hyperspin's website or their FTP. But I will download from it. Do you know why? Because I paid my money for it. So I will download. I've already paid. If these people are okay with uploading their things and having the developers of Hyperspin make the money off of it, okay, they're all right with it. But I'm not. I'm not going to have them making money off of the work that I've done. Alright, so the way I see it, when you get Hyperspin, it should already be fully loaded. Okay, now you pay the $25 fee, you can get whatever you want from their stuff. BigBox, I think it's $25 as well. And it has a scraper. It gets everything and then some, more than Hyperspin will give you. So you're paying the same price. So if you've already paid the money, feel free to download whatever you want. But I would never upload. Anyways, that's my rant. So I said that before. Now I said it again in more detail and rambled on. All right. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is my new videos that I'm coming out with, and I want people to understand something about those new videos. It's going to be top 50s, and I have a lot of respect for the people who do these larger top whatever countdown videos now, because I did not realize what a pain in the ass they are to make, and they really are. But it's a nice way to express the games or whatever your list is about, to express your personal opinion and let everyone else know. It helps people get to know you as a channel administrator or channel creator more, and your likes in your topic, and which mine is emulation and games and arcade. So I decided to do top 50s, and what it's going to be is, I'm working on a few others right now, specifically NES, Super NES, Super Nintendo, SNES, I hate SNES, but whatever you want to call it, PS1 and PS2. And what it'll be is lists of games that are arcade friendly, arcade cabinet friendly. Now, what that means is you will not see Grand Theft Auto. You will not see, geez, what else can I put out there? There's plenty of games that you see on these top lists that are not arcade friendly. Screensaver popped up. So the plan is to create a list of games that, if you want reference, like let's say you're going to put PlayStation 1 on your arcade machine and you don't know which games will run right on that machine, this is a list that you can refer to, and it'll tell you that my idea. It is all my opinion. It's only my opinion. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and I believe that my opinion is pretty good on some of this stuff, but I'm also, I could be wrong. Who knows? Everybody has a different opinion, but in my opinion, it'll be the top 50 games for the particular system. And if you want a PS1, top 50 games for the PS1 that you can put on your arcade machine and just know that they'll work. You don't have to worry about the controls being weird or using analog sticks or any of that stuff. They'll just work. And I think that's these are important lists, and that these have to be made. I haven't seen anything like this. I don't know if you have. You can comment and let me know that someone else is already doing it. I really hate to copy other people's stuff and do something somebody else is doing already. Yeah, so if you see the list and you're like, top 50 MAME games, well, why is it missing Robotron? Why is it missing, Radical Bikers, if there's anyone out there who likes that game? Why is it missing these games? Because they are not arcade friendly. You cannot just pop it in and just play it. Robotron is running with dual joysticks. Radical Bikers used a motorcycle handle, bicycle handle joystick. You know, Paperboy used a bicycle handle joystick. Tapper used a tapper attachment. So even though you can play these games on a main cabinet, they're not arcade friendly. They're not main cabinet friendly. It takes some tweaking, it takes some fixing, it takes extra peripherals and things like that. And those are the games you will not see on my lists. You won't see shooters, you won't see trackball games, you won't see ones that require the zapper or anything like that. You won't see those. So it'll just be games where you can play with a regular stick and 6 or 8 buttons, however many you got. And that's that. I mean, I know I like to ramble on here, and I'm going to cut this short now. So you guys got your main media uploads. One last thing, I am working on another item. Where is it? I believe it's not there. That's the wrong folder. I'm on my other monitor. Give me 1 second here. I think it's in here. Okay, so this is what will be next. Yes, that is a magazine's update, and it is, let's see how much this is. I believe it's over 60 gigs. Yep, 62.5 gigabytes of magazines. and that's zipped. So I hope you guys have some hard drive space left. That'll be provided soon. I have to upload it, and I've even been having issues with the upload. I'll set to upload overnight, and then I'll wake up in the morning and find out that it's stopped like 2 or 3 files in. I gotta restart everything. It's been a pain in the butt. So, but those are coming. So you'll get a nice big magazine update, and those are magazines for a lot of systems. I believe there's in the first magazines that I released, there were nothing truly for PlayStation 2 in there, and this has PlayStation 2 magazines. This has more GameCube, more PlayStation 1. It has Nintendo 64, some Super Nintendo magazines. It's got a little bit of everything in there. So it's a nice upgrade to the magazines that I've already provided. And I know I keep probably saying lastly, but this is truly lastly, the last thing I need to say. I'm going to do the uploads now. They're going to get done. And before I upload these magazines, what I'm going to do is give it a little while and then take everything down, take it off of the upload sites, and restructure it. Because I had one person mention that it's tough to get everything because you're devoting yourself to a 35-40 gigabyte download by downloading the separate zip files, and you don't know what's in it, or maybe you just want one thing from that. So I can sympathize with that, and I've actually been thinking about that for a while. So what I'm going to do is restructure everything, and in the future, after I do that, I will go back and change the other video tags in the description, and it will say SNES videos, SNES backgrounds, SNES this and that and this, and or it just might say SNES media. That makes more sense. So SNES media, and then you'll click that link and it'll bring you to a folder with all of the Super Nintendo things separated. So it'll say magazines, maps, videos, and you can download what you want rather than downloading all the media together. So that'll make it easier for people. It's going to take a little bit of time to do that, so the downloads might be down for 2, maybe 3 weeks. It depends on how long it takes to upload everything again. The upload servers have been a little bit wanky lately, so bear with me on that. But when I'm done, it'll be nice and clean, and everything will be organized and separated, and it'll be much easier to find what you're looking for if you need to get something in particular. Alright, well, that's going to be it. That's going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoy the MAME media that I'm providing in this download. This will be the last time that you see an upload in large quantities of 700 megabyte zip files. One other thing I'm going to add to this later, probably in a couple days when I get to it, is the GameBoy guides. I did not provide those as far as I know last time, so I'm going to re-upload those or upload them for the first time and get those out as well. So you can add those to your GameBoy folders that you had from the last video. Alright, that's it. This video was longer than I thought it would be, so thanks guys. If you haven't seen the room tour, please watch it, and you can check out my room and check out the top 50s lists that I'm making and the ones that I'm coming out with in the future. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.